If Michael Jordan and Spider-Man ever got thrown into a smoothie, complete with neon captions, a yeet beat, and comment spam that just reads W and ratio plus skill issue, you'd pour out Anthony Edwards. This dude doesn't merely play basketball. He speed runs NBA highlight reels, leaving defenders frozen like NPCs that spawned on rookie difficulty. Yet before Ant-Man trended on Hoop Talk and before Minnesota fans could scream he ate, Edwards was simply a Georgia kid with gridiron ambitions, family heartbreak, and a pair of legs blessed by the Jumpman algorithm. His story is a cheat code for turning setbacks into XP boosts and trauma into turbo. Also, before we get into the rest of the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Court Vision Hooper. Anthony Devontae Edwards landed in Atlanta on August 5th, 2001 with a nickname already secured. His dad, impressed by the toddler's superhero grin and bowling ball calves, christened him Ant-Man, then mostly pieced out. Football, not hoops, became the little guy's sandbox. 7 years old, he lined up at running back, cornerback, wide receiver, basically anywhere the Pee Wee coach needed instant offense. Picture Pop Warner highlights of a miniature freight train stiff-arming classmates who still tied their cleats in bunny ears. Early scouting report, moves like Barry Sanders, smiles like a Saturday morning cartoon, might be part cheat code. But destiny pivoted on one nasty cutback. 13 years old, Friday Night Glare, Edwards planted his left foot for a juke and snap, his ankle folded like a broken emoji. Doctors braced for a long rehab. Haters whispered, "There goes the dream." Ant listened to neither. Months of hobbling made him notice the rebuilt leg felt spring-loaded, as if someone installed a trampoline in the calf. He tested it inside a neighborhood gym, rose like the floor turned invisible, and baptized the rim with a dunk that felt straight out of a glitch. NFL hopes fizzled, hardwood obsession ignited. Now every free minute meant scouring YouTube for Kobe footwork and LeBron chasedowns, then trying to duplicate them on cracked blacktop until the streetlights flickered bedtime warnings. Raw bounce alone isn't a full superpower. It's just potential energy. Enter Justin Holland, an Atlanta skills trainer famous for telling prospects their jumpers were straight mid before rebuilding them from the ground up. Holland saw 14-year-old Edwards bulldoze a local tournament, clocked the nuclear athleticism, and set the kid on a hero's journey training arc. The workouts hit at dawn. Cone drills until the crossover felt like a cheat code, shooting reps until the nets begged for a water break, film study to learn the difference between can take and should take. Holland's tough love style matched the way Ant's mother pushed him at home, so the teenager kept showing up, sweat-drenched, hungry for more. While classmates lounged at parties, Edwards was spamming dribble combos under flickering gym lights. College Ant played like a mixtape. Every track bangs, but some verses miss the beat. First game, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals, obliterating Dominique Wilkins' freshman debut record. He later unleashed 37 in Maui, a feat no Bulldog managed since 1975. Yet, his shot selection sometimes ghosted him. 40% from the field, 29% from three, stretches where he fell in love with low percentage pull-ups instead of bullying the rim. Scouts noted defensive catnaps and an indifferent quote about ditching basketball for the NFL if he could. But they couldn't deny the upside. Pandemic canceled March Madness, but the zero attendance draft still crowned him #1 overall. Silver's proclamation boomed through Zoom. Minnesota selects Anthony Edwards. Ant grinned at framed photos of mom and grandma, promising them this was only the opening credits. Part of the magic is that the highlight packages are only half the movie. The press conference quips supply the blooper reel. Ask him about his earrings?
They fake, they just look good.
Own up after a defensive lapse? He'll roast himself faster than your bestie corrects your typo under a thirst tweet. He laughs, he trash talks, he radiates meme lord charisma without drifting into villain arc territory. He's the walking definition of OP. The NBA's human, it's the blank for me, and everybody buys into it. What truly makes Ant OP, overpowered if you're not gaming pilled, is how he buffs the entire lobby. Karl Anthony Towns calls him a cheat code, and even stoic Gobert cracks a grin when Edwards turns a busted play into a lob off the glass. Practices feel like IRL Twitch streams. Ant narrating his own drills, yelling combo breaker after each swish, challenging rookies to one-on-ones where the loser chugs a mystery Gatorade that looks like radioactive Mountain Dew. Leadership at 22? Check. Defensive engagement? Growing faster than your For You page refreshes.
And let's not ignore the algorithm.
Edwards is TikTok gold. One day he's tomahawking on someone's favorite player to a sped-up hyperpop track. The next, he's ranking convenience store snacks with more conviction than a Michelin critic. Honey buns over macarons, no cap. Brands smell the potential like fresh J's, yet the coolest flex is how unbothered he stays. Fame slides off him like water on a DWR puffer. Mission statement remains the mantra sharpied on his sneakers. Play hard, honor mom and grandma, keep the city lit. Fast forward 5 years. Maybe there are rings. Maybe there's an MVP trophy shaped like a Wi-Fi icon. Maybe there's a sneaker line that changes color when you hit a game winner. What's certain is Ant will still be in the lab at sunrise, still tossing jokes that make sideline reporters break character, still serving as living proof that pain can be jet fuel. His narrative isn't just an NBA arc. It's a blueprint for turning L's into level ups. Scroll back through the timeline and you'll spot the optimized loop. Fall down, load up, jump higher. So if your own life feels stuck on a loading screen, remember the kid who lost everything, found a rim, and decided the only acceptable vibe was greatness. No lag, no excuses, all gas, infinite bounce. This is Court Vision Hooper, and until next time.